Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Houston Astros announced that starting pitcher Luis Garcia, who injured his shoulder on Monday and was put on the 15-day IL with right shoulder discomfort on Tuesday evening and was put on the 15-day IL, which they called up Matt Gage. And now, 4 days later, today, well, now it's officially Saturday with it being past 12, but when they announced it, it was Friday evening. The Astros announced that Luis Garcia would be needing Tommy John surgery, and he would be out for the season for the Houston Astros. Tough news there. You knew Garcia was going to be out a while, whether it was... Garcia was put on the 15-day IL. I thought there was no way in hell. I thought Garcia would maybe be out a month, maybe a little longer, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, possibly. Right? That was a starter date with 15-day IL. But no, Garcia's going to need Tommy John surgery. He's out for the year. It's a tough loss for the Astros, but on the bright side, you got to look on how stacked this pitching rotation is. You still have Hunter Brown, which just makes, what he does is even more important now with Garcia out of the table. Brown's going to need to step up more than he's ever done in the past. You still have Framber Valdez and Christian Javier. When these two guys get healthy and Urquidy and Lance McCullers Jr., you got those two guys. Now you just called up JP France, so that could be another arm for you. Brandon Bielak was solid on Monday, providing 4 innings, so maybe he's another option. You could always view as possibly a trade in the deadline in July. Could be if you with only 5 starters, once McCullers and Urquidy are healthy, and pair those two with Hunter Brown, Valdez, and Javi. Possibly you're not comfortable with those 5. Possibly you're just thinking, okay, well, what if Lance gets hurt? Or what if Urquidy gets hurt again? What if one of these other guys gets hurt again? So maybe you possibly do add in another arm, a 6th arm for the starting rotation, and potentially less if someone goes down again. It was supposed to be a 6-man rotation once McCullers got healthy, but before McCullers could get back, Garcia and Urquidy go down. Urquidy will be back. Hopefully, Urquidy will be back. If not, the Astros are totally effed. But Urquidy will be most likely back. I don't know if it'll be 15 days. He was put on the 15-day IL. Hopefully, it's around that range, maybe 15 to 25, possibly. Urquidy will be back. McCullers will be back around end of May, mid-June, maybe a little longer, maybe beginning of July. I think the latest McCullers comes back is beginning of July. I think it's at the end of May, beginning of end of May, beginning of June is where you're going to see McCullers start to go on rehab assignments with the Space Cowboys or the Corpus Hooks or wherever he goes on his rehab assignments. Get a couple starts, and then come back around mid-June, maybe end of June, possibly, for the Astros. That's what I'd think possibly for Lance's timetable. Don't know anything. Last thing I think we heard on Lance is, his rehab is going good. But that's the timetable I think would be for the Astros, just looking at, when they think he's going to be back. I think I saw like May 31st or June 1st or something. But I don't think that's even including that he's going to have to go on rehab assignments with, the minor league squad. But we'll see what the Astros decide to do. If they feel like they need to add in another arm at the deadline, are they comfortable with the 5 starters they have when they're healthy with McCullers, Urquidy, Hunter Brown, Valdez, and Javier, and then JP France, possibly to give you some good innings if he does well. In his couple starts that he will make. If he does really well, maybe you do decide to keep him off the pen. So I think the Astros got a lot of things to figure out. You got a lot of time. You're only what are we, 31 games, 32 games in the season. But my only worries is just, long term, because yes, it's May. This stuff doesn't matter right now, but we're looking into months in the future once McCullers comes back. And there's only 5 guys, what the Astros want to do with that, if they want to add in another arm. But, yeah, we're just gonna see. We'll see what they do. I think for right now, the Astros are going to go with the guys they got in right now. They're going to go with Valdez, Javi, Hunter Brown, now JP France. And that fifth guy, I don't know who that fifth guy will be for the Astros until Urquidy comes back. I'm assuming it'll be Belak because he put up some solid 4 innings on Monday. I would bet that Brandon Belak will be the starter on Monday for the Houston Astros. Be the starter for the Astros on Monday when they kick off a series against the Angels. Don't know that for sure yet, but that's what I would bet for the Astros, Monday's starter for the Stros. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on Luis Garcia having to have Tommy John surgery and being out for the season. Wish the best for Luis. He was having a decent, he started off rough and then for his first couple starts, but his last couple starts, besides not including, the one where he only pitched 8 times, his last couple of decent starts, he was pretty decent. He was starting to, really, it was an adjustment for him because, he had to adjust with the movement. I mean, he used to have that rocket baby and all that stuff, and then he had to, change his pitching form. So it was an adjustment for him, and he struggled to start off the year in his first couple starts, but he was starting to get better in his last couple starts. But just a shame that the Astros are not going to be able to have him, come postseason. But, it is what it is. Injuries happen in this game. That's the video. If you guys enjoy them, your thoughts, and peace out. Go Astros.